today I'm in a random hotel room in Dublin city centre with wee Scottish lass. Wee Scottish lass and Irish girl. A lot of people have been asking for a collaboration. The thing that I thought would be fun today is if we look at like things Americans and Canadians and people all over the world presume about Scottish and Irish people, and they get us mixed up all the time. All the time. All the time. Not getting us mixed up. So yeah, we're gonna I forgot the word. We're gonna squash them. Or whatever. Today.
From wrong.
Today. And then the dog fell off the bed. It's your first day in Ireland.
It is.
Well, how are you enjoying it?
I love it. It's great. Your post boxes are green, which
So
I love. I actually took a picture of it. I was like, that's a green post box because they're like red in the UK.
To us, that's exciting. Yeah. A couple of things that people get mixed up with the Scottish and the Irish. First thing, people get our accents totally confused.
Yeah, they do.
We don't have the same accent.
We don't. We speak completely differently.
No.
I think so anyway.
I agree. And
Yeah.
we're going to do a couple of words side by side
Yes.
for your comparison.
Ant.
Ant.
Envelope.
Envelope.
Root.
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 Not the same. Theatre.
Theatre.
You really pronounce your R, don't you? Caught.
Caught. Say that one.
Coupon. No? Coupon?
Oh my gosh, coupon.
No, that's weird. Tumbler.
Tumbler.
You pronounce the B.
Yeah.
Tumbler.
Tumbler.
Again.
Again.
Water.
Water.
You pronounce your T a bit more.
Yeah, or sometimes you
Weird.
say water.
Yeah.
Water.
Water. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Pyjamas.
Pajamas.
But we say PJs, we never call them pyjamas.
Well, we kind of say jammies.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, jammies. I think I've heard that before. Aluminium.
What?
Aluminium.
Oh wow, aluminium.
Yeah, aluminium. See? It's close enough.
But Americans say aluminum.
Aluminum. It's gotta be
Aluminum.
aluminum. We say hoose for house.
House.
Hoose.
House.
Moose. For like a mouse.
Mouse.
Did you want to say spoon?
Spoon.
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 Spoon. It's fun with different accents. I think the big difference is we say our T's a bit differently.
Yeah.
So we'll either
Like go and see three.
three. See, oh, that's one that they always think we say tree.
I always think that too.
But well, some people do say tree, but it's actually us saying the really fast.
Right?
If you zoom in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many? Three. Three.
Do you know?
Three.
And in Scotland though, like when we're counting up, we'll say 1, 2, 3. But if I was to say like give me one, I wouldn't say give me one. I would say give me yin. Yin is also like a Scottish word for one.
See, we have a lot of things that we don't say universally. Like I'll sometimes whistle my T's. Like some contexts I'll say water, and then other times I'll say water.
Right. So it's like a kind of mix, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a hard
Interesting.
accent to do. The other thing that people get mixed up between Scotland and Ireland is hair colour. Ding!
Yes.
Obviously, per capita, there are more redheads in Ireland and Scotland than pretty much anywhere else in the world, apart from
Well, there was Wales on a map that I saw as
Yeah.
well, but actually a lot of people don't know this, is that most redheads, it was actually a mutation that started in Asia and then came over. So although they're nowadays, the majority are found in Scotland and Ireland, because that's still the case I believe, the actual DNA part of it came from nowhere near here, which is really interesting.
random. Actually, in Ireland, the red hair is a different kind of red than the red of Scotland.
Yeah.
So in Ireland, it'll be closer to like an auburny red,
Right.
like a browny red, whereas in Scotland, it's much more of a brighter blondie
Bright
red.
blonde red, yeah, it is. Especially in young children, because I think in young children you see it's a lot brighter, and then as they get older,
Yeah.
it darkens, it starts to darken. So I think then it becomes almost a bit more like your version of red hair.
And here's a funny thing:
I
our
dye
hair
mine.
colours. You were born,
I was born blonde,
and I was born red.
and then we've now
We
started.
switched.
Yeah, we switched.
So my hair went white when I was like 1.5, and you just
Just
love
mental.
to be red haired.
Yeah, but I dyed my hair red, so I used to dye it like really dark red.
Yeah.
And then I picked up the wrong bottle
Makes
once
sense.
and dyed it like ginger. And then I done a video with it, and then everybody was like, oh my god, ginger hair! Oh, I love the ginger hair, you have to keep it. So I've just kept picking up the same wrong bottle ever since.
It works. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful
So cheers.
mom.
You really suit the blonde.
Okay.
She's got the blonde hair, blue eyes thing going on.
The next thing people get mixed up about Irish and Scottish, and this is kind of our own fault, kilts.
Yes. How's it our own fault?
Well, our own fault. Because we did Riverdance with loads of kilts on. But Irish people don't really wear kilts.
Okay, she wasn't clear enough on this point. Irish people have traditionally worn kilts as a symbol of their Gaelic identity, but what she's saying here, I think, is that Irish people don't go around wearing kilts on an everyday basis like they can and sometimes do in Scotland. It's inherently a part of the Scottish identity.
In Scotland, we do.
Yeah.
We do wear kilts. Usually we wear them for formal events, so weddings being the most, because I don't know if anybody's have ever looked up the price of a kilt. They are not cheap. They are more expensive than some suits are, like the whole suit, and that's just for the kilt. So depending on how many pleats you're getting, which is how many folds in the back, kilts could be up to anywhere from like £800 up to like £2,000 just for the kilt. That's not including the sporran or anything else that you have to put on.
I've seen like leathery kilts and stuff.
I don't know. I think most traditional kilts are made with cashmere. And
it's the expensive shreds.
But I think most traditional kilts are made of lambswool. So when you come to Scotland, you will probably see somebody at some point in a kilt.
Tell your toilet story.
Oh my god! So I had some friends convinced when they came over here that the toilet seats, the toilet signs in Scotland for male and female were round the wrong way because guys wear kilts in Scotland. And I may have encouraged somebody to go into the wrong bathroom because he thought he was going into the one with the man in the kilt on the door sign.
The next thing people get, well, not so much mixed up about the Scottish and Irish, but they have a presumption that the Scottish and Irish love their alcohol. Which, yes, they do.
How many persons have we some?
The point being, they have a presumption there's a lot of drunks in Ireland.
Yes, and you just get it about Guinness a bit more. Like that's what I've seen. Whereas we get whiskey. Like it's everybody in Scotland must drink whiskey.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, do you drink Scotch whiskey? And I'm like, no, because we just call it whiskey here. We don't call it Scotch whiskey.
Oh,
that makes no sense.
Yeah.
So for us, like people are like Scotch, and we're like whiskey. it's just whiskey. And we don't spell it with the E either. So when we're typing whiskey out, we don't have an E in it. So that's just some little differences, but
it's not educational.
Learn something.
The next thing people get mixed up between Ireland and Scotland is foods.
Yes.
So, do people in Scotland really like potatoes?
No. Well, we call them tatties. They don't get called potatoes in Scotland. They get called tatties.
Tatties are a different thing,
Are they? What are they? Oh. Maybe don't tell Irish people that you eat tatties. We do eat tatties, but it's bad now that you've pointed it out to me. We do eat them, but it's like for breakfast and then... but what about you guys? You guys eat?
We don't eat haggis. Like, that's not a thing. A lot of people, especially on Twitter, have asked me about haggis, and I'm like, that's Scottish.
Yeah.
We don't eat haggis in Ireland. I'm sure people have eaten haggis in Ireland at some point. I'm sure you can buy it because you can buy all sorts of meat. There's like a butcher's in town here that sells like ostrich meat and stuff. But it's just not a thing here. It's not our traditional food or anything. So
whereas in Scotland you get it in almost every supermarket you walk into. You get it. Yeah, like even my work sells it at breakfast. So it's a lot of people don't know this, but haggis is a huge breakfast item in Scotland. So it isn't just for dinner. It's actually a massive like Scottish breakfast item. So my Scottish breakfast plate that I get at work will have a square sausage. Do you do them here?
a square sausage?
Square sausage, yeah. It's an actual sausage in the shape of a square.
Oh my god.
So it's like almost like a meatloaf dish thing that they put in and you slice it. But it's like sausage meat, it's all in it.
That's lovely.
It's perfect, it goes into a burger perfectly, like it fits. Not like these link sausages
yeah.
that roll out and fall all over the place.
Yeah. Oh! I have a question about
Go
food.
for it.
When you have a fry for breakfast, what do you call it?
Probably just a fry up. Or like a Scotch breakfast.
Scottish breakfast! Because we call it an Irish breakfast in England. They call it an English breakfast.
Or a full English breakfast.
I still haven't tried haggis.
Maybe not, you have to try, it's really good.
When I come over to Scotland, I'll try haggis.
Definitely, definitely. What do you think it is?
Gross.
What do you think's in it?
Is it a bit like a big black pudding?
No, not. Black pudding is like pig's
Blood.
dried pig's blood.
What's haggis?
Haggis is mostly lung.
Mmm.
But animals breathe fresh air, they don't smoke, so. It's probably one of the cleanest part of an animal to eat. You're not eating his butt.
That's it for today. Feel free to engage with one another in the comments in a respectful way. Be sure to go over to Wee Scottish Lass's channel. She's me, but Scottish. And like, share, and subscribe. And blah blah
And
blah.
don't forget to like the video.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. I have this girl who does it for me, but
Oh.
she's not around today.
Oh.
Bye!
Bye!
Can you stop panting and licking my jeans?
Salmon.
Salmon. It's the same.
Caramel.
Caramel.
That's the same as fire.
Fire. That's the same. We're totally disturbing. Come on, don't
Keep
worry.
on.
Anyways. The next thing people get mixed up between foods is
Try again.
I can do this.
Your Thai scones. You're Scottish. Oh, black pudding. Do you guys have black pudding?
Cute. Very good. Are you okay there? Just running around the hotel room like a little monster.
Yes.